Live only on his own. The Ring 6. Teofimo Lopez, the Brooklyn-born king of 140, looks to retain his world title as Shakur Stevenson steps up to become a 4-division world champion. Lopez versus Stevenson, January 31st. Click the link in the description to buy now.
This is Kuhn Cassius for IFLTV. Delighted to be joined by Mr. Spencer Brown. How are you, mate?
Hello, Coog. All right, mate? Yeah. Big day today. Big announcement.
I don't know. What's happened? I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Honestly, pull the other one, son. Come on.
Right.
You're first to know. You know before we even announce it.
No, I don't know.
You know before we know.
Just speculation. But
you've got more midnights around you than Soft Mick.
Oh,
You've got about 25 grasses around you.
Oh, no. I will refute that and dispute that. Spence is confirmed now. Tyson Fury will return April the 11th. And I spoke to you before about Makhmudov, but he is fighting Arslanbek. We'll talk about that in a second. But I suppose the biggest surprise from it all was it's going to be on Netflix. So can you talk to me about how this happened?
Yeah, I mean, this is all done with Tyson's done his series on Netflix, and I think this fight is put on with the Ring magazine, Netflix. Obviously, everybody's had involvement, but in the background, really, I've been asked today about Frank Warren. Is he Tyson's? Of course, he's Tyson's promoter. What do you think? He's not Tyson's promoter. Don't be silly. Frank's. Frank knows everything that's going on. We never got put on the poster. That's Gold Star as well. So none of us got put on. It was very clean and clinical, and that's the way it went. But Frank Warren is definitely Tyson Fury's promoter.
Right. So obviously we know Tyson's got an affiliation, quite a strong one with Netflix. But obviously there's other broadcasters out there. Was Netflix then the best option for Tyson at this point? Obviously it was. Well,
we all know that the money in the business is, it's not the gold rush. Have we seen the best of the biggest purses? Have they slipped by now? People have got to be realistic. You've got to be realistic in these days. That's with everything, isn't it? Whether you're paying an electric bill or you're boxing, you've got to be a lot more realistic about what's going on. The world's in a funny place, and there's not as much money about what it was. So I would have thought Netflix is in a prime position because you sit there, you pay $7.99 or whatever it is, $5.99. You can watch what you want, can't you?
Yeah, we've seen obviously Netflix do Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, and then more recently the AJ and Jake Paul fight, but that was in its own kind of influencer field. This is different now, because Makhmudov is at...
Well, you say it's in the influencer field, but I've got to pull you up there a little bit, because Jake, whatever you say about Jake, he's a professional fighter now, isn't he? I know he's got the influencers and they're a little bit different people, but he's also... The normal boxing fans watched it. We was all interested in what was happening, and we were all interested in exactly what was going to happen. So... he's a pro boxer now. He's not an influence boxer. He's just gone 6 rounds. With Anthony Joshua, he went the distance with Tommy Fury, who's also a pro boxer, and he's a good pro boxer, Tommy. So, yeah, okay, the influencers follow us, but I think you'll find a lot of the boxing community watch that fight.
No, listen, I'm not disputing anything you're saying, but. This is Tyson Fury and this is Makhmudov. So this is not... Are you saying that's in the same category of what Netflix have been putting on already?
No, I'm not actually, no. No, I'll be perfectly honest with you.
That's the point I was making.
Yeah, it's a very valid point. And no, this is the journey into the unknown, isn't it?
But look, April the 11th, I suppose, yeah, we've been waiting for this for quite some time. Now it's confirmed, it's happening. In terms of where it's going to be. That wasn't disclosed on anything, as far as I know. Is that still up in the air, or?
I mean, the place has been talked about. Things are being done. Everybody's working on it, and I'm sure you'll find out very soon. But there's a bit of there's a lot of shows going on. Queensbury putting some unbelievable bills on. So's Eddie. Ben Shalom's on BBC Two. And we've got to fit it in somewhere. But for me, it'll be a big selling show. It's going to be a good, strong undercard, and I think it'll be a night to remember. Be a big fight. And listen, this is a potential banana skin. This guy can whack.
Yeah, well, listen, we know.
What's he had, 20 knockouts or something, or
yeah,
18 knockouts, something like that. 20. I was right.
We know about Makhmudov. Obviously, fought Dave Allen in his last fight, and
correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is not what you'd call a comeback fight, is it?
No, definitely not.
It's a bit.
I don't know what his ranking is now,
that.
Makhmudov, but he must be ranked in the top 10 of one of the organisations now, mustn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know which. I've not looked which one he's in, but he's definitely a top 10 fighter. I mean, look, when we first ever saw Makhmudov, he was Turki Al-Sheikh's favourite fighter.
Yeah.
He walked in, he was scared. He scared you. I mean, you was there. He scared you to death, didn't he? He's a very, very frightening looking guy. Big twitchy guy, big squared on him and big shoulders, can throw punches. He got Caballero, chopped him down. But we've seen how good Caballero is. Adjit is an unbelievable fighter. So although he got beaten by Adjit, he's still, he's still a very, very good fighter. And Adjit Caballero's a great fighter.
Spence, was anyone else considered for Tyson Fury in this?
Yeah, we had a few names. I don't want to mention all of them, but Nielsen Heiser was mentioning it, the number 9 ranked. I think he's 4 now, isn't he, Nielsen? He's been mentioned, and the Italian Guido Vianello, he was mentioned. He was looked at. We looked at all these, and don't forget, Guido beat Makhmudov, didn't he? Hello?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, Guido beat Makhmudov as well. That was his last defeat before Dave Allen.
Yeah.
So we looked at quite a few fighters, a few more. I'm not going to mention them, but there's a few more as well we looked at. We looked at quite a few people.
How many times do you think Tyson Fury fights this year?
2, possibly 3.
3, is that realistic? 3?
I don't know. It's a tough one, isn't it?
You'd say realistically twice, wouldn't you? And then
realistic, you've got to look at it. It's got to be twice, isn't it? I mean,
yeah.
If he fights now, if he fights in April, so should I say, there's another 8 months of the year left, isn't there?
Yeah, of course.
So, yeah, I would have thought, any top rank heavyweight in the world will fight twice a year if they can. So and that's what probably Tyson will do.
Yeah. Suspense. This is a Ring magazine show on Netflix. Obviously, is anyone else kind of partnered or involved, including yourselves or Queensbury, in that way?
No, we'll all be involved. We'll all be involved because we'll all have to, Seller will be promoting the show, I would have thought, and we'll be helping Seller, and we'll be doing the undercard and, all the other stuff that needs doing.
Yeah.
So we're looking at the undercard now. We're looking at various options for the undercard. We'll speak to everybody about it.
Yeah. Just before I let you go on.
And that's it. It's as basic and simple as that. I was a bit taken back that people are like, "It's Frank out." Don't be silly. Can Frank be out?
No, of course, but when we see, I suppose everyone looks at posters.
Yeah, but it's very clean and clinical the way they do things, don't they? It's Netflix and Ring magazine, and they're putting the money up.
It'll do some mad numbers on Netflix, though, won't it? It'll do some insane numbers.
Crazy, mate. Crazy numbers.
Yeah.
There's one thing that Tyson Fury can do, and that's promote a show. And there's another thing he can do, and that's fight.
Well, listen, we're all looking forward, obviously.
We've not seen him. We've not seen him. We're all looking forward to seeing him again. I think it'll be wherever we put it, however we put it, it'll be a sellout show. It'd be a really good show as well. I think they're going to put quite a number of fights on for the undercard and maybe a undercard, for the day.
Will it be in a stadium?
Look, a lot of stuff is booked up. It's getting stadiums. Don't forget the football's on, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've got the football, the World Cup on. We've got a lot of other big fights out there, So, there's only a certain amount of space and a certain amount of time you've got to do these fights.
Yeah.
Yeah. But with Netflix, you don't have to have full stadiums, because there's nobody can come in and there's no piracy on Netflix, is there?
Well, everyone's fucking got Netflix, haven't they? So
yeah, there's no piracy, so they ain't got to worry about that in the first place.
Yeah. Last one before I let you go. Kabayel, what's the situation? What?
Yeah, we're still. He's gone on holiday for a couple of weeks. Kabayel, well-deserved holiday. We've had talks before he went. He's still really keen on the Usyk fight, and we really want that to happen. If it doesn't, we're going to have to look either behind us, because we've got to look behind us, and the one behind us is a Coley, or we look to fire somebody from another organisation.
Mm.
But whatever we do, it'll be in Germany, and it won't be for the lack of trying. I can assure you.
All right. Well, listen, I'll let you crack on with your Wednesday evening. Sorry to pest you today, all day.
Yeah, it's been a long one, and our sides worked very, very hard. Robert Davis, Tyson's legal representation. He's done an unbelievable job.
Yeah.
And Tyson's in Thailand, so it's been really hard because you're on so many time differences. Getting answers have been a bit hard, and sending contracts through, and you don't get any sleep. But anyway, we're going to New York tomorrow, so see what happens there.
Teofimo and Shakur Stevenson. So
yeah, and big shout out to Gerald Miller. I want to see him come back and do the job tomorrow.
All right. All right, Spencer Brown, much appreciate your time.
Thanks, mate. All the best, son.
Column's out in New York, so he'll probably want to grab a word with you at some point.
Yeah, lovely. See him out there.
All right.
Cheers, mate. Bye, mate.
Man.
Bye, mate.
Live only on DAZN, the Ring 6. Teofimo Lopez, the Brooklyn-born king of 140, looks to retain his world title as Shakur Stevenson steps up to become a 4-division world champion. Lopez versus Stevenson, January 31st. Click the link in the description to buy now.